It's time to review some new treats from the Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store. First up is the Major Sweets Cookies and Cream Hat Cake. This is $15, and as you can see, it looks just like the top hat that Major Sweets wears. It's got two little suckers on it and a little piece of candy corn. The outside shell is actually chocolate. The little ribbon on the hat is fondant. And then the two little suckers, I can't quite figure out what they are. They tasted like almost like hardened frosting. They're actually really delicious. And on the inside of the cake is a cookies and cream filling layered with chocolate cake. As I mentioned, the outside shell is chocolate, so it adds a lot to it. I like that it's not fondant. Inside, the cookies and cream filling is almost like a mousse or a pudding. It's delicious. Paired with the chocolate cake, this is a winner. And it's adorable, looking like Major Sweets' hat. It's a little pricey at $15 though. Next up is the Ghost Trap Blondie. This is $10, and as you can see, it looks like a ghost trap from the movie Ghostbusters. They did an amazing job theming this. Look at how detailed it is. The outside pieces are white chocolate with like an image printed on it, and the inside is a blondie. And then, of course, there's a little bit of frosting on the top. The handle is fondant, and it just looks like a Ghostbusters ghost trap. It looks amazing. It doesn't taste amazing. I gotta be honest, I really hated this one. There are two different Blondies offered in the tribute store, and this one is incredibly themed, so I know it'll sell well, but I'm gonna tell you, the other Blondie I'll show you later is the one you really wanna buy. But let's get back to this one. Cutting into it, it's just got too much going on. There's like the texture of like a fondant and like a frosting, and then the white chocolate, and then the cake inside was just disappointing. It's more like a muffin or a cake texture, and it didn't taste at all like a Blondie, even though they're calling it a Blondie. It really almost gave me like, I don't want to say a spice cake because it wasn't like flavored like that, but I don't even know what was going on. This one, who are you gonna call? Do not call this cake. There's also a Mel's Diane Black Forest Trifle Cake for $13. Yes, I walked all the way from the tribute store down to Mel's Drive-In to take the photos. I'm crazy. Anyway, back to the cake. So this is layers of chocolate cake with cream and then chunks of cherry inside. There's also chocolate shavings and a chocolate covered cherry on top. The outside has a Mel's Diane sticker, and this is the same logo that's featured on the annual pass holder merchandise this year. Once you take the plastic off, you'll see the layers a little better. And once you cut into it, you'll actually see the chunks of cherry. So if you like Black Forest cake, you're going to love this. That rich, dark chocolate of the cake with that like tart cherry and the chunks going on. It really works well together. I would recommend this cake. Again, another one that's a little pricey at $13, but at least it's a little bigger than the Major Sweets hat. But you really gotta like Black Forest cake to get this one. There are two different kinds of sugar cookies. The chocolate one is the Batilda cookie, and it's $6.50. I think this is the first time they've ever had a chocolate sugar cookie, and it kind of gave me like Oreo cookie vibes, but it's got like a different kind of frosting. It's like a fondant kind of thing going on. The cookie is super soft, super delicious. Highly recommend it. Now, let's talk about that Blondie I mentioned earlier. This is the Candy Corn Blondie, and it's $8, which is $2 cheaper than the Ghost Trap Blondie. And this is more like a Blondie. This is fantastic. Honestly, I love the texture. It's got like that firmness of like almost like a brownie, but it tastes kind of like a cookie, and it's got like that almost like nutty kind of richness going on to it. I'm dreaming about this like already, and I will be in the tribute store buying more of these. The frosting on top is just the perfect touch. It's just your regular sweet vanilla frosting, but it is just the perfect amount of sugary sweetness to pair with that Blondie underneath. Oh my God, I'm already drooling. Stop. It's totally worth the $8. I will get this again and again. The Slimer brownie was actually the biggest surprise. The brownie was super fresh. It was really moist and decadent and fudgy. It was almost too rich though. Like I had to take the rest of it home and finish it with milk. But the fact that I wanted to take it home is a really good sign. But also it cost $10, so I wasn't about to leave any of it behind. And the frosting is green. It's perfect for it, but it's really, really sweet, like really sugary sweet. And of course that brownie is just like fudgy rich and like so thick. You gotta have a friend to share this with. Never go alone. Bring a friend for your snacks. So this has pretty much been everything, you know, all the new snacks of the tribute store. There are a few that I didn't try, but these were kind of the highlights. And I would definitely recommend the candy corn Blondie. I would recommend the Major Sweets cookies and cream hat and the Slimer brownie. Oh, and the Batilda cookie.